Hey guys, this is Dennis Wolf, and this is the new cover of Muscular Development. Please check it out, pick it up at the stores. MD is #1, no bull.
Shawn Ray here with Big Branch Warren, moments after the prejudging at the 50th anniversary of the Joe Weider Mr. Olympia. Branch, no stranger to the Olympia weekend, the 50th. How important was this for you tonight?
You know, after last year, a very disappointing outing for me, you know, so tonight was all about redemption, you know. Now I think I'm in the best shape I've been in several years. I brought it, I did everything I could do, and the crowd was behind me, and I had a real good feeling up on the stage, so they showed me a lot of love. And, you know, it's the 50th anniversary, you know, making it to Mr. Olympia every year is an accomplishment. You know, this year was the first year that I've ever had a problem, you know, qualifying. I didn't qualify at the Arnold or the Australia, so I had to do Europa, you know, get my qualification. And sometimes you work a little harder, but it just makes it that much sweeter when you get it. So
you've been a veteran of this competition for many years, gamesmanship, sportsmanship. Tonight it looked like there was a little bit of aggression on the stage, and from your perspective, watching it go down, is that where professional bodybuilding's headed? Where I mean, I know there's a lot at stake, but is there an area in there amongst Phil and Kai where maybe they should pull it back a little bit, or is this what we want?
Me personally, when you're a professional athlete, whether it's a football player, basketball player, or professional bodybuilder, you're a role model. You're a role model to every young man and woman out there that dreams of being on that stage. Rule #1 I was taught from a little kid is sportsmanship. You know, that was very poor sportsmanship up on stage today. Bottom line, if you got a problem with somebody, then you take it up backstage away from here. You know, not on stage in front of the world. And my opinion, very poor sportsmanship. You know, we're there to compete and to decide who's Mr. Olympia. Not it ain't MMA. It's not a wrestling match or anything else. And you know, I think they should use better judgment in the future and keep that stuff off the stage.
Words of wisdom. What happens for you between now and the next 24 hours? What will you eat? What will you drink? What will you do?
Not much drinking, unfortunately. But
still drying out?
Yeah, you know, you got to stay. You know, the thing about the Olympia, it's a 2-day show, so you got to stay dry. All, you know, for tonight and all day, so you're dry for tomorrow night, and you know, because you're judged both nights. Each night's equally important. So, as far as eating, just basically I rewind and repeat what I did today.
How was the prep working with Gaspari this year for this competition?
No, it's a perfect fit. You know, Rich and I are just. I kind of represent today what Rich represented, you know, back in your day, early days in the 80s and early 90s. So, perfect match. I love their products. Been taking their products, made a huge difference in my physique and my training, and never been happier.
I know you're tired. I know you're hungry, so we'll let you get out of here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Big Branch Warren here at musculardevelopment.com at the 50th anniversary of the Joe Weider Mr. Olympia. Shawn Ray here with Victor Martinez, moments after the prejudging of the 50th anniversary of the Mr. Olympia. Victor, no stranger to the stage. How was it getting the first leg of this competition out of the way?
Oh, the first leg was definitely great. As you see, you know, top 6, 7, let's see, I'm battling it out, but it feels good, Shawn. It feels good because, again, since my injury and coming back and horrible placing last year, it's definitely great to step it up a notch, you know, and, you know, only time, you know.
How do you measure your progress? I mean, are you waiting until you see the pictures? Or are you judging based on the people you're standing next to or the call-outs? I mean, how do you judge where you're at as of right now?
Well, as of right now, with the place, I mean, call-outs is definitely it, you know. I mean, that kind of predetermines everything else. I'd love to see the pictures, to see where I'm at, to see if I can make any more changes coming tomorrow.
Is that something you'll do tonight, like a lot of the bodybuilders? Will you go back to your hotel room, get on the computer, look for some pictures and some guidance for tomorrow?
You want to, only because it's not over yet. You know, if you could do something, if you could hold your pose a little different. Again, you know, the posing routine's a posing routine. They say, oh, tomorrow doesn't count. I don't want to, you know, believe that.
Right.
You know, you still want to have that mindset of we're still fighting it out.
Deliver, right.
You know, you still got to deliver for the crowd. 50th anniversary, you don't want to give them any less on that, you know, national TV. So
what will you do in the next 24 hours to get ready for tomorrow?
Oh, just keep dry a little bit more, not too much, to a point where you reach that threshold of flattening out. There's still that fine line, you know. So right now, have a good meal and just, again, keep on the, you know, 24 hours of slightly drying out and staying, you know, and get full. Right, that's the secret, you know.
We're going to let you go get dried out and catch you tomorrow at the finals. Welcome back to the Mr. Olympia weekend. For Victor Martinez, I'm Shawn Ray, musculardevelopment.com. Shawn Ray here with Juan Morel at his first Mr. Olympia. He just concluded the prejudging. How was it?
Amazing. I mean, I was on that stage, and I'm so happy. Goal accomplished is to make the top 10, and I got, me and Steve got called back for the 9th or 10th spot, and I'm really, really happy. It's my first time at the Olympia stage, and for me to just be next to these guys backstage, I felt like a little kid. I'm looking at them and talking to them, and, I'm like, am I really going on stage with these guys? These are guys, when I started competing, that I was looking at in the magazines, and they were the ones that, like, I never thought I would look like this, but I'm so happy, and I'm here with my family. They're showing me so much support, my wife, my mother, if they could come real quick so you guys could come in real quick. Just
show the world the family over here.
Yeah.
Is this Mom?
Yes, this is my mom.
All right. How you doing, Dad? Welcome to the Mr. Olympia weekend. Come on in here. Hello, you got her over there. So let me ask you a question. Are the veterans, did they welcome you, or are you just one of the guys who are like, hey, get me a towel and wipe my back off?
I get along with every single one. I'm like, me and Victor, he actually, since 2007, when I first started, we was training in the same gym, and he took me under the wing. Me and Kai, actually, for the last month or two, been really, really close friends, training together and just talking, and, me and Kai became, me and John Delarosa, really good friends. But as the veterans, I get along with every single one of them. And Johnny Jackson, really cool guy.
Let me get another perspective. Mom over here. So is this what the payoff is? Do you see the bigger picture when he was lifting weights and eating all the food and sleeping all day and, lifting weights all day?
No, he's lifting weight all day. I know. He's very, very dedicated for what he do, and I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud.
How about you? Did you ever see the finish line where he'd wind up on the Mr. Olympia stage way back a few years ago?
Yeah, sure. I believe him.
He's actually been my biggest fan. I was always the best. Even when I lose, he's like, you should have won. I'm like, Dad, no, the guy should have won.
And what about you? Come over here. Let me talk to you for a second, because you got to be putting up with all kinds of stuff to get him here. Do you cook the food? Make the meals? No, he does his own thing?
He cooks all his food.
Is this somewhere that you also saw him eventually getting to, or was it like something he was dreaming about that you were supporting?
Absolutely, always supporting him. I knew that he would always make it here, and this is just the beginning. So.
All right, well, thank you very much. Okay, John. Juan, John. All these. What's your nationality?
I'm Dominican.
Okay, so you speak the language of John Delarosa and Victor Martinez. So what does it mean representing Dominican Republic here now that, Victor's kind of in his 40s? We don't know how much longer he's got, but you're just getting started.
It means a lot. I mean, like, I was born in the U.S., but I also represent my country as well, my family, and it means a lot just to be a Latin. I have a lot of Latin followers who I represent them, and gives them hope and gives them dream. And to me is, I want to tell everybody that you can make dreams a reality, and when, sometimes in life we have setbacks when we're younger, and, just never get stuck in the past. Don't dwell upon it. Don't be like, this happened, and I'm going to just now have a miserable life. You can make anything of your life. If you believe in it, if you believe in yourself, and, have a positive mental outlook, there's nothing that you can achieve. And for me, is to be one of the best bodybuilders in the world. I'm this stage, so I'm one of the best in the world right now, but to me is next. I started bodybuilding in 2007, 192 pounds. Here it goes 7 years later. I'm getting on stage in the high 250s, and I will be one of the best in the world. I'm not saying I'll be Mr. Olympia. I don't think I have what it takes, but I'll be in that top 5 sooner or later.
All right, Juan Morel, living the dream here at the 50th anniversary with the Joe Weider Mr. Olympia. Good luck. We'll see you tomorrow night.
I love MD. Thank you so much for all the support, Steve Blackman, and we out.
All right.
Now it's a party.
Shawn Ray, MuscularVelvet.com. Shawn Ray here with John Delarosa, just at the conclusion of the 50th anniversary of the Joe Weider Mr. Olympia, all the way from New York. Tell me about the experience, John.
Oh, it was a great experience. I mean, once the lights hit you and you're on that stage, it's like you're like starstruck. But we're here to do work. We trained hard for this, all of us. And I want to do my best. I think I brought my best, so I'm happy.
Well, like Juan was saying, standing with these guys that you've seen in the magazines, and suddenly you are next to Phil Heath. Yeah. You're looking at Kai Green. It has to be reminiscent of a fighter that gets there and they look across and they see Mike Tyson waiting in the corner. Starstruck, or did you feel accomplished?
I felt accomplished, definitely starstruck. I mean, I'm a fan of bodybuilding first and foremost. I've been a fan of bodybuilding since I was 2-3 years old. I grew up watching guys like you, and you know, everybody knows that story. So first and foremost, I'm a fan, but when I get up on that stage and I see these guys, it's business, and you know, I see a task at hand that obviously I'm not going to be able to finish right now, but in the coming years I hope to chase that down and get closer and closer to that.
Right, well that's where I was trying to get to, because everyone that comes to Olympia wants to one day win it.
Yep.
But it's a learning process, and what have you learned coming here now? Now you're on the stage, you get to, you know, you're in the hotel, they're paying for all of your expenses, you're meeting all the fans from around the world, and now you take this experience and you got to come back again. I mean, clearly this is just the first leg. What do you hope to accomplish by the time you leave here tomorrow in terms of an education with the magnitude of being here at the Olympia?
Really, it's just understanding the business of bodybuilding. I mean, there's so much that goes into this production behind the scenes that nobody really sees. And, you know, to conduct yourself in a professional manner and let your fans see you and be around for your supplement sponsors to see you and all that, you know, I think it's really important for growth as an athlete, and also for your fan base and all that stuff on stage. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to take away from
Yeah,
this.
I mean, it is an education. You've done all the other little pro shows to get here, and now you still have to go back and try to graduate from here. But it's a learning curve, and you're here, man. At the end of the day, you are one of the best bodybuilders in the entire world here in 2014 at the Joe Weider 50th anniversary Mr. Olympia. We'll see John Delarosa tomorrow at the finals of the 50th anniversary of Mr. Olympia right here at the Orleans Arena. For MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.